Hey guys, I'm Mike. Welcome to this episode of ZEDCARGARAGE. Today what we're going to do is install the Nistune Type 2 board into a Nissan 300ZX twin turbo ECU. What it's going to do is allow real-time ECU tuning that will facilitate performance modifications in the future. So what I eventually would like to do is do things like increase the boost obviously on the turbos. And so for that, you need obviously extra fuel. So what the Nistune board will let me do is increase the fuel maps, do data logging, hook up the wideband, which will be coming up in our next episode. It's just going to be really cool. So this is going to be the start of some really fun episodes where we do some real projects that you guys might be interested in on doing on your own. All right, so I've already ripped out the ECU from the 300ZX. This just sits underneath the passenger side footwell if it's a left-hand drive car. So got some Phillips screwdrivers here to disassemble this. We have got the Nistune Type 2 board. This will replace the EEPROM in the factory ECU. Here's the socket. This little cable will plug in right there. We're going to need some acetone for removing the conformal coating that's on the PC board. I'll show that when we actually dive into the modification. And then right here we have a solder removal tool. I have plans of doing lots of other things that could use this tool, so I thought it was a good investment. So let's get to it. This is the EEPROM right here. And that's where we need to take off. We need to remove the conformal coating that's along the pins here. And then also on the back side. We need to remove the conformal coating here. Alright. Got a little container for my acetone. Just basically work this into the pins and remove that conformal coating. Okay guys, I'm back. So this is what's left. As you can see, half the legs are gone. This ended up turning out to be much more difficult than I had anticipated. Really what it came down to was probably part of my own fault. So when I removed the conformal coating, I didn't really have a good lint-free way of removing it, so I just I basically pushed it away. Well, what that really ended up doing is kind of forcing a lot of it under the chip, and so essentially that glued the chip to the board. I actually lifted four of the little solder pads. Fortunately, I was really upset about that. So, I mean, basically once that started happening, I just stopped and I used an X-Acto knife and cut off all these legs, flipped the chip up. That's when I realized it was actually glued to the board, and then was able to pull it out. So I mean, actually, I did desolder all these. I mean, I was able to pluck each one of these things out by themselves. So this desoldering tool did its job. Unfortunately, this chip was glued to the board, so I didn't think I had done it. But anyway, trying to get the chip out, I put way more heat into it than I should have, and lifted those pads. But what I was going to get at is, fortunately, the actual traces that go to these, they are on the top side. The screw hole is plated, and so essentially the solder is drawn from the bottom side up to the top side where the actual signal trace is. So it's not, I'm hoping it's not the end of the world. I'm going to next install this socket, put this in here. Alright, that was a much more difficult experience than I was planning, but here we are, it's done. I'm going to, oops, I guess this little crystal is kind of in the way. It does not want to move, so that's not good. There we go. Bit of a squeeze. Got it. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I need to read the instructions. I'm not sure if this has a base image already programmed on it. I notice if I look right here, there's a space for someone to write what the base image might be, and I never did tell them what ECU code I had. So I may need to program the base image on this guy before I can even start the car. So like I said, I will take a look at the instructions, see what to do next. So here's the Nistune board. It's obviously already assembled. Earlier you saw some of the effort that goes into installing the Nistune board. I just put my own little touch on there. So anyway, it works. I've already done a little bit of data logging and some tweaking, so it's cool. Okay, this episode is getting just a little long, so I'll cut off here and continue on another video. The next episode will be fun, the unboxing parts for the next project. Thanks again for watching, and if you have any questions, please drop a comment below and I'll do my best to help. And if you like what you saw, please consider liking this video and becoming a subscriber. Thanks.